If you've been able to worship with us over the last few weeks, you've had the opportunity to begin this journey with us as a body of believers. We're walking through the book of Acts, and we're looking at life in the early church and how did the church act together? Because it gives us a good indication and roadmap of how we should live together and how we should act together as the body today. And one of my favorite passages in Acts was covered a couple weeks ago, and it's from Acts chapter 2. It's verses 42 through 47. It says, "They devoted themselves to the apostles' teaching and to the fellowship and to the breaking of bread and to prayer. Everyone was filled with awe at the many wonders and signs performed by the apostles. All the believers were together, and they had everything in common. They sold property and possessions to give to anyone who had need. Every day they continued to meet together in the temple courts. They broke bread in their homes, and they ate together with glad and sincere hearts, praising God and enjoying the favor of all people. And the Lord added to their number daily those who were being saved." And what I love about this passage is it says, they, everyone, all the believers. This is about the church doing life together. And when we read it, we see much of their activity didn't even happen in the synagogues. This was stuff they were doing in homes. This is things that they were doing while they were out and about. And at First Alliance, we desire to see people grow in their relationship with others. And the main way that we believe we can do this the best is through discipling communities. And there's some benefits to being part of a discipling community. The first is it gives you a place for some self-discovery. You see, it's a small group of people, so you can test ideas, ask questions that you might not be able to do in like a large Sunday morning environment. Another thing is it gives you an opportunity to be transparent and to get accountability from the people who care about you and that you meet with regularly. And a third benefit is it's a way to build very strong relationships. It's a way for care to happen, because if I'm in the hospital, I want my friends coming to visit me. You know, it's great when the pastor shows up, but the people who have been walking through life with me, I love to see those people. Discipling communities are pretty easy to be a part of. You see, we have groups that are actually going right now. We have people who are interested in being part of groups, but there might not be enough people who live near them. They may not have a leader. And so there's lots of opportunities for discipling communities. And the thing is there's nothing really hard. There's no big complex formula. It's a pretty straightforward thing. The first thing you need to have in order to be part of a discipling community is some time. You have to be willing to carve out time on a regular basis in order to meet with people. The second thing you need to do is spend time in the Word together. You need to pick a study, which our pastoral staff can help give you resources and direction. Maybe you have an idea of something you'd like to study yourself. And so you have to have time, and you have to spend time in the Word when you're together. The third thing we want to see you do is spend time praying, because praying is our connection and the lifeline to Jesus. Pray for the needs that you have within it. Pray for the needs of the church. Maybe you adopt a missionary as a group and spend time praying for them. As you pray together, you're going to grow closer together. Now, the fourth thing that I believe really makes disciple-making ministries and discipling communities exciting is serving. You see, it's a lot easier to navigate the schedule of 8 people than it is of 350. It's easy to mobilize 1 or 2 groups together in order to see something accomplished. You see, I think serving is our exercise. We take in all this stuff. We spend time, we grow. So at First Alliance, we're excited when we see groups going out and serving, whether it's serving one another, serving people in the community. Our disciple-making groups are also a great way for you to connect with people who don't know Jesus. It's a great entry point, because it's a lot easier to invite a friend over to meet with a few new people than to church. It's a great way for you to help others connect to Christ. And so if you have interest in being part of a discipling community, I encourage you to talk to Pastor Chris. He'd love to have a conversation with you and help you know what opportunities are available.